Welcome to the JewelsPrint video tutorial. Today, I'll walk you through how to use this powerful software to easily generate optimized casting trees for your jewelry designs. JewelsPrint automates the tree creation process, saving you valuable time. Getting started? When you first open JewelsPrint, you'll see the main workspace with different panels and viewing areas. Let's go through what each one does. The large 3D viewport is the main area for viewing, positioning, and prepping your models before generating the casting tree. The Settings panel allows configuring manufacturing constraints like flask size, padding, and metal type to optimize the tree for your production setup. The menu bar provides access to all of the software's tools and features. The info bar displays estimates for total metal and resin usage once you've generated the tree, broken down by jewelry versus tree/support consumption. The undo-redo controls allow reversing or reapplying your latest actions. Click the icons to step backward or forward, or press Ctrl+Z and Ctrl+Y on your keyboard. The list shows your full history to jump to any point. The User Guide panel provides instructions on using JewelsPrint's various menus and tools. You can hide or reopen this panel as needed. Importing models. To begin, you need to get your 3D model files into JewelsPrint. In the Model Import menu, browse and select the STL files for the jewelry pieces you want to cast. You can import up to 60 different models. As you import models, they will appear in the model list. Model List. The model list shows all your imported 3D model files for the jewelry pieces. For each model, it displays the model name and thumbnail image, the estimated weight based on the selected metal alloy, connection point status. Green means properly set, and gray needs assigned. Internal support status, indicating if supports have been added or not. The model list also has functional buttons to manipulate models. Change the stacking order that models merge into the tree. Split a multi-piece model file into separate components. Focus on just one model by hiding the others temporarily. Repair any issues with the model file. Delete the model from the project. Set the number of copies or maximize based on tree capacity. Customize the connection point diameter for each model if desired. After setting values and preparing models, it's time to generate the casting tree. Setting connection points. Next is setting the connection point. This tells JewelsPrint where to attach each model to the tree branches. With a model selected, enter connection point mode. Then simply click on the model in the 3D view to set the point's location. For optimal results, place the connection point along the vertical Z-axis. If not set properly, it could lead to orientation issues when generating the tree. If that happens, just reset the tree, remove the connection point, and reset the point correctly. Pay attention. Setting connection points for all models is essential before proceeding. Adding internal supports. For designs like rings, adding internal supports helps reinforce the model to prevent deformation during casting. With a model selected, open the internal support tool. Now you can click points inside the model to place support branches. You can keep the default diameter values or customize them to define the overall tapered support shape. Be careful not to overlap supports with detailed model areas. Tree generation settings. Now you're ready to automatically generate the casting tree. But first, configure some settings. Tree layout style determines the branching pattern. Classic gives spiral layer forms, and Web creates a lattice structure. Trunk diameter sets the thickness of the main trunk models attached to it. Sprue angle influences how angled the branches extend from the trunk. Max your connection point. Diameter allows overriding the calculated attachment point size if needed. The default values are based on optimized settings, so you can leave them for the smart algorithms to handle. Generating the tree. With settings input, click Generate Tree. JewelsPrint's algorithms will go to work, packing your models into an efficient tree structure based on the selected parameters. Watch as the casting tree takes shape in the 3D view, nesting and merging all imported designs into an optimized structure. Depending on model number and complexity, you'll have a complete print-ready casting tree generated in under 3 minutes. Casting tree. Report. After generating the tree, you will see the tree report at the top of the model list. You can view material usage estimates, how many of each model were merged into the tree, and the total number of models incorporated. From here, you can also reset the tree using the button to go back to the previous step if desired. Smart supports. If 3D printing the tree on a resin printer, adding smart supports reinforces the structure during manufacturing. Set the overhang angle threshold for areas needing supports, as well as the proximity for spacing them apart. Clicking Generate Support triggers JewelsPrint to automatically add an optimized network of support structures to your casting tree. With smart supports in place, the tree is ready for a successful 3D print without failures from unsupported overhangs. Finalizing and exporting. Once you've finalized your casting tree design, the last step is to export it as an STL file to use in other software or send to your 3D printer. In the Export menu, simply give the file a name and click Download. The STL will then save to your Downloads folder, capturing the complete branching structure along with all merged models, internal supports, and smart support structures if added. From there, you can load the exported STL directly into your resin printer's slicer to prepare it for manufacturing. That's the full process. With JewelsPrint's automation, you can import jewelry models, set a few options, and get a fully optimized casting tree ready for 3D printing in just minutes. No more wasting time on manual tree creation. JewelsPrint's smart algorithms do the heavy lifting while giving you full control over manufacturing parameters. So, try out JewelsPrint on your next jewelry casting project. It's a game changer for streamlining your production workflow. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for following along, and happy casting!